Okay. According to the American Heart Association on March 9, 2016, over 78 million adults and 16 million children struggle with the emotional and health issues of obesity in the U.S. every day. Obesity has been something that has been escalating for the last 50 years. The numbers have risen, and according to the National Institution of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Disease, 2 in every 3 adults is considered overweight or obese, and 1 in every 6 children or adolescents between the ages of 6 and 19 are considered overweight. With me being a food enthusiast and not really considering what I eat or being healthy or working out, I decided to do some extensive research on what my actions would lead to in the future if I don't change them. So today I will be talking about obesity. First, I will be talking about the difference of obesity and being overweight, because they are 2 separate things. Then I will talk about how the U.S., our country, promotes eating and unhealthy eating, and how that affects us in our daily lives. And lastly, I will be talking about how our country lacks on supporting more physical education, and how that will affect future generations from being obese. Okay. It's always in burgers. Okay, so according to according to the American Heart Association, they define being overweight as the excess amount of body weight. Body weight meaning it can also be from your bones, it can be from muscles, it can be from like water weight or fat. But they define obesity as just the excess amount of body fat, that comes from what you eat, mostly unhealthy foods that are high in like sugar or that are high in like carbohydrates. And what I wanted to talk about is that obesity begins at a very young age. It depends on what like foods you feed to a child, what diets you get him used to from the very start. If you're feeding a child, if the child at a young age doesn't start like eating fruits and vegetables, it just escalates from there, and then they're very picky eaters, and they eventually will not like want to try new stuff, especially vegetables. I consider myself like that. Okay. Now that I have talked about what obesity is and what obesity and being overweight are, now I will talk about how the U.S. contributes to our eating lifestyles. Okay, the American Heart Association did a research on March 19, 2006, and said that fast food restaurants are serving foods that are 4 times larger than the serving sizes that they were serving back in 1950s. That means we are eating 4 times as much food as individuals back then. And these foods are high on calories, and they are refined grains, there are red meats, there are sugary drinks, and all of this will just like contribute up to our diets. And on the to the right hand side, I have a picture of all the possibilities that we have of eating unhealthy. And the